Make sure to stay connected with me. Follow me on social media, as well as supporting the channel monthly on Patreon, buying merch from my Teespring store, as well as going to the website to check out more of my content. What's going on, guys? I am Jaye the Black Air. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Trippie Redd, rapper Trippie Redd. Apparently, he is getting back with the same female that publicly embarrassed him, made him look like a complete chump, simp, lame, by taking a photo with a guy he was beefing with in 6ix9ine, a photo where they were in bed together. And then you had 6ix9ine claiming that he smashed. Now it appears that he has forgiven and taken her back. See, this is what I talk about in my videos, gentlemen. You have guys out here who have options, but they choose to go back to women who either make them look bad, okay, or women who are just completely toxic for them. Now, I understand that you want to be able to forgive people. I understand that you want to be able to move forward, right? But this is not a good move on any type of rationale that you want to make for this particular situation. Trippie Redd, he's a guy. I've listened to some of his music. You know, he actually has a song that he put out a while ago that I like. But at the end of the day, a lot of these young rappers, you look at the women that they deal with. They usually are going to date in circles, okay? Or they'll have like that one girlfriend they were with before they became real big that they go back and forth to. But in this situation, you can't forgive what this female did. This was supposed to be your girl. And whether or not you break up with somebody, when they do what she did, that's an ultimate violation. Because she went to your enemy, quote unquote, and she's taking pictures of him and taking pictures with him in bed. Not only that, you have 6ix9ine claiming that he smashed. Not only that, I don't even think she's denied it. I mean, if she have, you can let me know in the comment section. But this is why it's important to be able to follow a red pill path. For those of you who don't know what the red pill may be, I have a live stream on this channel. You can go and check it out of what that philosophy is. But to me, this just shows you that a lot of these guys, no matter how successful they are, how much money they make, they don't have the people skills in order to go out and date other women. They go back to what they know. Now, Trippie Redd is 20 years old. I understand him being young and not really understanding, but bro, you've been in the spotlight for a couple years now. You know what it's like to be, you know, a highly sought after entertainer. So you should understand that you have to be able to upgrade and not make yourself look like a complete fool. And when these guys are out here simping, because this is the definition of simping. I'm sorry. I know you sometimes you say, you know what, it's better to forgive people and move forward. But when you completely take them back after what they did, they had no love or regard for you whatsoever. You're beefing with the guy, and then your so-called ex immediately goes and trolls you by taking photos with him in the bed, with him claiming to have smashed her and her not even denying it. You know, and again, I think that nowadays a lot of these young guys really don't have any guidance whatsoever. A lot of these guys fall on their face financially because they end up getting certain females impregnated who are just after them for what they have. I don't think she would have went back to Trippie Redd if he wasn't who he is. She's going back because she really doesn't have anybody. You know, she's going back because she needs him. And for you to take her back, it just shows that you're willing to allow a female to publicly embarrass you, and you're willing to take her back. And let's say that she did do what Trippie Redd is saying, not Trippie Redd, but 6ix9ine is saying that they did. You're still gonna take her back anyway? I mean, you're still going to take her back anyway. Now, I don't know if y'all spoke behind the scenes and she denied it. Of course she's going to deny it. But if 6ix9ine was still out, do you really think that she would have went back to Trippie Redd like she is now? You know? She's going back because she needs you, bro. She's going back because it's gotten a little cold out there and she needs some attention, some clout. She needs to matter. You know, she needs to matter to somebody who is in the public eye, and Trippie Redd is very happy to take her back. But looking at all these photos or visuals, and you see her with 6ix9ine, a dude that your boyfriend is beefing with, this just shows how she doesn't even respect herself. And when a female doesn't respect herself, she should not gain any type of respect from you either, because she doesn't respect herself. You know, I'm not a prude. I know people are going to do what they do. You know, this is a young female. This is a young guy. But you're a guy who is in a different tax bracket than you were when you were younger. You have a level of fame and notoriety that you didn't have before. There are plenty of other girls you can date. You going back to this female just shows that she can do whatever she wants and you're going to take her back. That's exactly what this shows. This shows that, you know, you don't have the people skills necessary, the foresight to say, you know what? I'm not going to take an L in this situation. I took a bit of an L when you went and you trolled me with this guy, but I'm not going to look like a fool in this situation. I'm just going to walk away. But he couldn't, because once again, she was able to play on his heartstrings and she was able to weasel her way back into his life. So when she does this again, are you going to take her back? Because that's what it looks like. A lot of you guys should never in a million years take back a woman who publicly embarrasses you the way that she did him, trolling him, you know, alluding to smashing a guy who he was in issue with. And the thing about a lot of guys these days, man, they're thinking with the wrong head, man. I know guys like this. You got women that will be very dysfunctional towards them, talk to them any kind of way in front of family members, in front of friends, you know, in front of strangers. They will just say whatever comes to mind just to put the other person down. But you have these guys that will take these people back, because you have females who are able to read these guys and they're able to tug on their heartstrings enough to know that even though she's done these things to sort of get on his bad side, she knows that by saying and doing certain things, he will not only forgive her, he will get back into a relationship with her. That's how calculating females like this is, even if they are young. You know, she's in the prime of her life. She wants to be attached to a known entertainer, rapper. She don't want to be out there by herself. How many other rappers with Trippie Redd's level of fame, whether y'all know who he is or not, he has 9 million followers on Instagram. So obviously people know who he is. His songs are on the chart. So again, he has a fan base. He has a fan base. You know? Even one thing, you know what's crazy? NBA YoungBoy, right? The girlfriend that he had, Jania, he won't even go back to her. Now he has his ups and downs with Yaya, but I don't see him going through what Trippie Redd went through and taking a female back. That's just the difference between those two that I've noticed. Okay, like, even though NBA YoungBoy puts himself in a lot of situations where, you know, he might make himself look bad, He's a young rapper who I don't see, having an issue with somebody, and the dude, that he has issues with, links up with an ex, and they take photos together, and the dude alludes to smashing, the chick doesn't deny it, and I'm taking her back, and they're around the same age. But doesn't mean it won't happen. I mean, it just depends on who you are. When you are a rapper and you rap about certain things in a certain lifestyle, and you take certain females back, it voids a lot of what you're saying. And it shows that maybe you don't really have the options like people think you do. Let me tell you something right now. Just because a guy's an athlete or a rapper doesn't mean he can get the women that he wants. Why you think some of these guys get put on blast for trying to holler at certain females? Why do you think that is? That is because they don't have what that particular person wants. They think they can do better than that guy. So I think what guys like Trippie Redd have to understand is people are going to see this, and when he raps about a certain lifestyle or repping a certain set, people are not going to believe it. No one's going to care. They're going to say, you know what, bro, you took back a chick that publicly embarrassed you and made you look like a chump. Had you out here looking crazy. But you take her back because she was able to reach you in a way that she was able to say, you know what, known each other for a while, know you still care, let's continue to, continue this. Never underestimate a female when she is determined, okay, to get you back in her web. Some of these females are very convincing, and they have a way of reaching you, especially guys like Trippie Redd. That is why it's very important for a lot of guys, especially a lot of young men, to take the red pill path, go in a direction that's going to show you in a light of strength and stress free,